really got to look at what you're bringing to the table. And historically, that used to be information. You knew the facts about the thing that you were selling. If you look at today, that's obviously disappeared. You can get that information online. So what you bring as a salesperson has to be something that is different and better. Either deeper knowledge, access within your network to experts that the buyer might not otherwise have, perspectives that they might not be considering. And if you do that, if you focus on what you can bring that is more than just the facts, you'll succeed as a salesperson.
In order to be a good salesperson nowadays, you have to be a much better listener. You have to be creative and be able to tackle obstacles in new ways. And I think you have to be adaptable. There's always, there's new technology, there are new buyers, there are other things that are changing, and you have to be able to evolve as you go, I think.
It's tough. Prospecting today is very, very tough. I think you've got to look at social proximity as a key thing. If you're going as a buyer to respond to somebody, the chances are you're going to respond because there's a social context there. Somebody knows that person or knows that company.
It's about understanding what's in it for the person that you're trying to pitch. I mean, I would say 99% of the pitches that I get are somebody telling me about themselves, and I can do that on my own. Whereas if somebody says, I have a valuable piece of information for you that's gonna help you in your day-to-day business, then I'm gonna perk up and listen and understand, because now they're actually starting to put themselves in my shoes and trying to understand my world.
The focus for sales leadership, if you look at where we focus historically, there's been a heavy focus on metrics at the top of the funnel, raw activities, which is fine. And there's been a focus at the bottom of the funnel, the close process, taking it from 10% right through to close. And what that ignores is the area in the middle that is growing. So as a sales leader, you really need to understand what accounts your team has and does not have relationships at, and manage that metric.
There's a lot of things that I'd say, but number one is just make sure to be valuable to your team as well. I think a lot of sales leaders come in and say that, my role will be to drive productivity, but in order to drive productivity, you have to be empathetic, you have to understand what salespeople are going through, and you have to be able to add value. If you're not going to help them, reach their sales number or push them forward, then I think you're making a big mistake.